Now, today we will start the theoretical part of Linux. In that, we will discuss about the kernel, file system, and partition related topic. After that, we will discuss about the Linux directory structure, and we will discuss how we will use that. Let's start today's lecture. In that, first we will discuss about the Linux terminology. In that, the first part is a kernel. So, what is a kernel? Kernel is a brain of operating system. Okay. So in the Linux flavor, we all know that there are different flavors are available in the Linux. Ubuntu is there, Fedora is there, and Red Hat is there. These are the different SUSE Linux is there. There are different flavors of operating system is available, and in all that operating system, the common thing is a kernel because kernel is everything. Kernel is the most important part in the Linux operating system. So what is the role of kernel? Kernel is the brain of operating system. We all know that we have our brain. So whatever you want to function, our brain will instruct. Similarly, while doing the operation kernel, the brain is while doing the operation on the Linux, there is a brain called as a kernel, and it will instruct to the all part of the Linux operating system to do the operation. Okay. So what happened? How it will works? We'll discuss about that. It controls the hardware and make hardware interact with application. What does it mean? Kernel controls the hardware because all the hardware related information will be stored in the kernel. What are the hardwares? RAM is there, random access memory is there, storage part is there, storage part, hard drive is there, solid state drive is there, processor is there, central processing unit is there. So all the hardware part information will be stored in the kernel. And if your application or if some application wants to perform the operation, they request to the kernel, and kernel will release the resources to the application. And after that, that application will be executed. That means if you want to execute any application and that application wants the resources, that resources will be provided by the kernel, and kernel if the kernel provide the resources, then the application will be executed. That means it control all the hardware of Linux and make the hardware interact with application. Even we have a hardware of camera, keyboard, like that stuff, everything will be managed by the kernel. The kernel is responsible for memory management, process and task management, and disk management. Okay, so let's discuss first about that. So kernel is responsible for memory management. In that memory management, we have an option of random access memory. We have an option of cache memory, process and task. When we execute the process, when we execute our application, for that application, we need to run the processes and task management thing, and that also managed by the kernel. And this management is nothing but hard drive storage and SSD storage. So simply we can say that kernel is a way where stores the all hardware related application, and when your application requires some resources, the kernel will release that resources for your application. When application get that resources, then and then we can apply, then and then that application can execute it. Okay, so make a note of that. The kernel is the most powerful thing in the Linux operating system, and it is the most useful, and it is the most important part in the Linux operating system. So after that, the next thing is a file system. In last lections, we already discussed about the file system and partition chapter. So today we will discuss about briefly what is a file system and how it will be used. So as early lecture, I mentioned about that file system is a way to storing and organizing the files. Okay, it is a method of storing and organizing files. That term called as a file system. In Windows operating system, have different options. We have different file formats are available. So we all know that NTFS file format is available. After that, FAT32 is file format is available. In Linux, we have different types of file format. Let's see that which are they. So see, there is a file format called as ext2, ext3, ext4. These are the majorly used file format in Linux operating system. So there is a problem in ext2, then ext3 is created. Then after some problem is available in ext3, now ext4 is created. Even XFS, bit RFS, JFS, and NTFS, these file formats supported by the conventional, that means Linux operating system. See, why we use that file format system? For example, you want to install the operating system, and in that operating system, you have created a partition, and in that partition, you want to write the data. अभी मैंने बताया था, in that case, file system is used to storing and organizing the file. And assume that you have two file format, you have two partitions. In that you need to format by using file format method. So which file format is available? We have a bunch of file format available: ext2, ext3, ext4. So जैसे भी हम partition create करते हैं, in that case we need to format that partition by using this file format method. Let's it by using some, give me 1 second. See, this one is your operating system, and that operating system is broken down to partitions. So assume that two are the partition. In last lecture, we already discussed we can able to create 3 primary partitions if your operating system required. And if you want to create greater than 3 partition, then we need to create 2 primary partition, or we can say that 1 primary partition, and rest of all are the logical partition. This one is your Linux operating system. Linux OS. P1 as a partition 1, second one is P2 as a partition. So partition 1 and partition 2 is created in the Linux operating system. Okay, so whenever we create the partition 1 and partition 2, at that time we need to install the OS. Okay, make a note of that. OS only installable on primary partition. Okay, so this primary partition is created. Now the next task is coming, called as a file system. Okay. File, have a bunch of file system. Just I will write 2 of them. System ext2, ext, called as XFS. These are the majorly used file system, and it is used to store and organize. That means simply file system is used to store and organize the file system. Where we need to use these file systems, we will use file system on partition. We'll use file system on partition. That means we can decide how P1 partition will store the data. How P1 partition will store the data. We'll discuss about that. We format that P1 partition with ext2, ext3, ext4. Either we can choose one. Okay, we cannot able to apply all the file system on single partition. We can able to apply only one file system format on the partition. Let's assume that we formatted the P1 file system partition using XFS, okay, and P2 using ext4. What does it mean? So we have 2 different file format system. P1 is a different file format system, and P2 is a different another file format system. In that case, P1 partition is formatted using XFS file system, and P2 partition is formatted with ext4 format, ext4 file format partition, file format system. So in that case, these 2 partition P1 and P2 are differ from each other. That means XFS has a different role to store and organize a file, whereas ext4 has a different role to store and organize a file. That means we have 2 different things. File system is a different and partition is a different. partition is nothing but it is just a logical area. Okay, logical entity, we can say that, or logical part of the system. Okay, so like in Windows operating system, we have an option of partition like C drive, D drive, E drive, and we will format that drive by using only two options. In Windows, we have only two options. Either we can able to format by using anti-FS file system, or either we can able to format by using FAT32 options. We have only two options. By using that, we can able to format. But in Linux operating system, we have a bunch of operations. Okay, so we can use that. Make a note that whenever partition is created, in that case, whenever partition is created, just 1 minute. येऊन जा. So in that case, make a note of that. These partition and file system are different. Okay, so whenever we create a partition, in that case, it is mandatory to format that partition using a file system. See, when we create a partition and we're not able to format it by using this file for a file system, that means we cannot able to store the data on that file system. So let's assume another diagram. So assume that this one is your storage, and we have two partitions. We have P1 partition and let's say P2 partition. This one is a P1 partition and this one is a P2 partition. P2 partition is formatted by using XFS file system, whereas P1 partition is not formatted. Okay, so the next question will arise: can I able to store the data on P1 partition? The answer is no. You cannot able to store the data on P1. Next question: can I able to store the data on P2 partition? The answer is yes. What is the reason behind that? Because P2 partition is formatted by using the XFS file system. Okay, so whenever we got the partition, we need to format by using some techniques. So in Linux, we format the disk or partition by using mkfs command, mkfs dot file format system. So we can able to format that system. Okay, so अगर format नहीं हुआ है, that means partition create है और file system नहीं है, then that means we cannot able to store the data onto the partition. Make a note of that. Partition is different and file system is a different. So I will describe one more time definitions. So what is a partition? Partition is a logical entity of your system, and file system is a way to store and organize the file. That's it. If you have any query regarding the file system and partition, let me know. I will clear one more time, and after that we will proceed for next lecture. Next bit. Does anyone have query regarding the file system and partition? Okay. Rajwal.
No, sir.
Did you got the concept?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
proceed for the next concept. So these are the ways are available file system. So make a note of that. The definition was most important. So make a note of that. Just file system is a way, or we can say that it is a method of storing and organizing. It's a method of storing and organizing the files. Okay, and make a note of that. There are different file formats are available, and among that we can use only ext2, ext3, ext4, and xf. These four are majorly used file format in Linux. After that, we can use also bit RFS, JFS, and NTFS. This is an advanced Linux related concept. So we can, if you want to use, then we can able to use. And while doing the partition chapter, we'll more discuss about the file system. Okay. Just I will show you one more time. Where is my photo? I will show you. Launch your VM, the terminal. That is my terminal. Now, get the information. We have different types of disk. SDA1, SDA. We'll discuss about what is LSBL command and just I will show you the different types of file format. This name as SDA5. See, we have, these are the file formats supported by the system. So just I will show the example. mkfs.ext4 is available. mkfs.minx is available. vfat is available. Fat is available. ext2, ext3, bfs, and cramfs. So these file systems are available. That means here I'm doing what sudo means super user make format make file system. mkfs is nothing but make file system. We are creating the file system. Assume that your disk is created, your partition is created. Now we need to format that disk or partition. After that, these options are available to format the partitions. So we all discuss about that. What is a file system? File system is a way to store and organize the file. So we have 10 options. These are the 10 options. By using that, we can able to format the system. Partition and file system. So most of students confused about partition and file system. They think that both file system and partition are the same. Note of that file system is a different and partition is a different. So what is a partition? A partition is a logical part of the disk or system, whereas file system is a method of storing and organizing, we can say, finding files on the hard drive disk. Hard disk usually as a partition. Okay, so a comparison between file system and Linux, we'll discuss about that. See, we have an option of Windows operating system and we have an option of Linux operating system. So in the partition, in Windows, the disk called as a partition, and in Linux, dev/sda1 sda2 called as a partition. Okay, let's check. ALK command. See, is SDA1, SDA2, SDA5. We have 3 partitions. आपको दिखाई दे रहा है SDA1, SDA2, SDA5. So by using this command lsblk list out block. BLK is nothing but block. The list partitions. So it will list out the all partition. So we have a partition of SDA, SDA2, or ये देख लो SDA is a major partition. So Linux के अंदर /dev/sda होता है. So ये dev stands for devices. SDA is a name given to the partition, and in Windows we have an option called as a disk. File system type, Windows supported only NTFS and FAT32. Dev will support, Linux will support ext2, ext3, XFS, ext2. So हमने अभी जो file format देखे 10 types, it will be supported by the Linux. But in Windows, they support only NTFS and FAT32. Mounting parameter, how will mount the Windows? Windows will be mounted by using a drive letter. A, B, C, D like that. And Linux will mount it by using a slash. Sorry, mount point. Mount point होता है. Linux will be mounted by using mount point. ये हम पढ़ेंगे. How will do that? How will you do that operations by using partition chapters? In while creating the partition, after that when we apply the file format or file system on that partition, we need to use the mount point options. So we'll discuss about the mount. Just make a note of that. In Linux, mount point is used for mounting parameter, and in Windows we use the drivelet. Okay. So base folder where OS is stored. In Windows, the OS always stored in a C drive, and in Linux, OS is always stored in a slash partition. Are in slash folder. See, ये पूरे हम स्लैश फोल्डर के ऊपर है. यहाँ आपकी OS related information stored है. See, in that we got different Linux directory structure. All the information will be stored in a slash folder. Okay. Where the user binary is available, devices, shared library is available, mount point is available, root directory is available, snap is available, variable is available. That configuration file is available, etc. Home directory is available, booting files is available, CD-ROM related files are available, procedure, kernel related information will be available in prop, system binary is available. That means simply mount point जो होता है आपका Linux will be treated as a slash. Okay, where the operating system is installed. So this is about partition and file system. Now Linux file system, how will understanding root. So slash is your root hierarchy where OS is installed. Okay, slash में क्या होता है, root होता है जहाँ आपकी operating system install होती है. After that there is a root user. Root is a super user of all Linux operating system, whether it is a Red Hat, whether it is a Fedora, whether it is a CentOS, Ubuntu, all the operating system. Root is a user, super user, and that user have all privileges. Okay. For example, a root user wants to create a directory in sub user. If root user wants to delete the data from sub user, what did it mean? Without any permission. अगर root को कुछ permission भी नहीं दिया, if we given a zero permission to the root, then after also he can be delete or edit the files. Okay, so we'll discuss more about in permission chapter when we provide the privilege and when we remove the privilege, what happened by using a root user. Okay, and also root user have their own directory slash root called as a root directory. Let's discuss about that by using this. Root hierarchy. So here cd is a command change directory, and here I'm using a slash. So that means we are in the cd option. Okay. Now we are in the slash option where OS is installed. Slash means OS is installed. Okay. We have one command called as a pwd. Print working directory or present working directory इसका नाम है. It will print where we are. Okay. कहाँ हम वर्क कर रहे हैं इसकी इंफॉर्मेशन अगर चाहिए, then we will use pwd. So pwd stands for print working directory. Let's use pwd command. यहाँ execute क्यों नहीं हुआ? Because इसके आगे मैंने hash use किया था. Hash indicates the comment section. While using in C language, we all know that C and C++. So if you want to make a comment, then we need to use double slash or slash asterisk sign slash multi-line comment. Similarly, in Linux, if you want to make a comment, then we need to use hash. pwd, where we are in root section. Okay, we are in slash section. Slash. After that, so let's check out by using cd root option. So just enter the cd, and this tilde sign indicates we are in root section. Slash, and this one is a root option. Okay, so let's check out where we are present working directory. Slash home slash. So it indicates a root option. Okay, so now we'll check about root, cd root. See, we got a message. Permission is denied. We cannot able to log in into that root directory. What is the reason? So there is a chances of normal user delete some files in root. So make a note of that. When single file is deleted from the root, whole system will be crashed. So normal user को वहां जाने के लिए permission नहीं होती है root directory में. See cd/root में यहाँ permission denied option आ रहा है. So for that आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? बाय यूजिंग रूट यूजर आपको लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा और फिर वहां जा सकते हो. लेट्स चेक आउट sudo super user su okay hyper name of user. This is the way to log in into the user system. Okay, sudo su super user hyper root. अब इसका मीनिंग क्या हो रहा है कि we are logging into the root. Okay, so हम root user को login कर रहे हैं. Enter. Here it will ask for the super user password, so we need to enter as a red hat क्योंकि मैंने installation के time पे red hat दिया. So now check out. First of all मैं कहाँ था? Arvind. Okay, this one is my username. Now we are at root. See, यहाँ जाना नहीं है, but just मैं बता रहा हूँ it is how way to enter into the root system. So that यहाँ जाके कुछ भी नहीं करना है हमें. Root user में हम कभी काम नहीं करेंगे. We will do it by using a normal user. So we just use present working directory where we are. We are in root directory. We are in root directory. Okay. So just ls karo. Let's down. So it will display the information. अब यहाँ से मुझे बाहर आना है. Then I will use exit. सी अब रूट यूजर से मैं निकल के लॉग आउट होके कहाँ आया हूँ? फिर से मैं मेरा नॉर्मल यूजर लोकल यूजर के पास आया. I will revise one more time. How will log in into the system? Use sudo okay super user privilege su space hyphen and after that name of user. Okay, after user chapter we'll discuss about that more, but right now ये पढ़ लो कि कैसे करते हैं. Sudo su hyphen name of user and my name of user is a root. Enter. Okay, so first it will ask for the password. Later on that information will be stored. इसलिए password नहीं पूछा है. Sudo su root. Right now I am in root user. और बाहर आने के लिए आपको क्या करना है? So this thing is about Linux file system understanding root. Now we'll discuss about the Linux directory structure. What are the files and why we use that files? Okay. So we all know that in Windows, the operating system is stored in C drive, and similarly in Linux operating system, the operating system is stored on slash. Okay, this one is your slash, and that slash has some directory, some useful directory, and that will be organized by using this T structure. Okay, so Linux directory structure. That there is a root, most important thing, and after that these are the sub directory structure are available, and each directory structure have their own rule. Each directory structure have their own rule. So for example, here bin is there. Bin is used for user defined command. Okay, when user wants to define the command, then in Linux everything be dependent on the command. Okay, there are two types of command: user defined commands and system defined commands. Okay, for some tasks system defined commands are required, and some for tasks user defined commands are required. So that's why user defined commands will be stored in /bin, and system defined commands are stored in esbin. Sbin system binary. So commands are stored in the form of binary form. So that's why here the name given bin and sbin. System defined commands sbin and user defined commands bin. So all the bootable related files. Boot means when we start our operating system, and for that operating system, a certain processes or certain information will be required. That all information will be stored in the /boot option. This directory contains all that information. Devices related information, say if you want to make a format, if you want to create a file system, if you want to create some disk related information, that means devices. So हमने अभी देखा था /dev/sda. So devices related information, disk related information will be stored in a device. So another directory structure etc. So this is another most important directory in the Linux operating system. etc is nothing but configuration file. If you want to configure the file, okay, then that all file will be stored in etc. Okay, for example, let's say that if you want to host one host one website, okay, if you want to host one website and that website wants to some changes, okay, so जैसे website के अंदर मुझे assume that I want to change the header, I want to change the footer. So for that, we require to go in the website page. So that website configuration page will be stored in an etc, whatever it may be. In Linux operating system, if you want to change anything related to the configuration file only, okay. So if you want to change configuration file related information, then we will use etc, most useful information. Simply whenever we add the user, that user related information we got from the etc. Whenever we add the groups, that group related information we also get from the etc. So whatever it may be, that that matter related to the configuration only we will use etc. After that, the home directory, every user get their own home directory. For example, I have a user called as Arvind. So whenever user is created, at that time home directory will be created. When we create a root, at the time of root, so home directory will be created. When we create another user, at that time also home directory created. Okay, just make a note of that. The home directory will be created. Any other directory user created under the home. Okay, for example, you have a XYZ user created. So the path of that XYZ user directory is /home/XYZ /home/PQR. If your user is PQR. In my case, my user is Arvind. Then my working directory is /home/Arvind. Let's check out. Is my present working directory. Let's check out. Is my working directory /home/Arvind. So whenever the user is created, in that case, home directory will be as well. So lib, some shared files are stored in a library. So here, that's why here lib is used. Media is used for removable devices. Okay, to be removable. For example, hard drive is there, CD-ROM is there. That information will be stored in a media. For temporary devices, pen drive, that external HDD, external hard drive, external SSD. If you want to check the information, then we will check by using MNT. MNT stands for temporary mount point. Okay, temporary mount point. These are the optional software required. If your OS requires some optional software packages information, then OPT is used. This way all know that root directory, root is a super user and root has some directory. SPIN we already discussed, system binary information. If services related data will be stored in a serve SREV, temporary files information will be stored in a temp folder. User related information will be stored in a USR. Okay, so see, if you want to host one application, so that information also stored in a USR. For example, we want to install the Hadoop. So where we can install that, the such a type of application will be installed in a USR folder. Okay. So any already created software wants to install, then we will we will install in a USR and this var folder. So var के अंदर cache memory, logs, spool and temporary files are stored. Okay. SPIN के अंदर USR के अंदर bin include lib and SBIN. In the directory structure याद रखने के लिए. So among that, which are the most useful directory? So I can remember while practicing the Linux operating system. So I will suggest among that the bin and sbin. You need to understand the concept of bin and sbin. So bin is used for the user binary, whereas sbin is used for the system binary. After that, some configuration file related information will be stored in etc. So make a note of that. It is the most important thing. And after that, this var file. Okay. So var is mainly used for a log. So whatever happened in the Linux, for example, any error we got, where we need to check. So such a type of interview questions are asked. So make sure that when any error occurs or any problem occurs in the Linux operating system, where we need to check. we will check into logs. So logs के अंदर पूरी information stored होती है. System start होने से system end होने तक all the information will be stored in the. It is also most important thing. And after that, this home directory is also important. Make a note of that. Bin has been home, where, and this etc. These are the most important directory structures. So you need to understand that concept. So already given the meaning, so you can learn later. So, जो मैंने बताया था ये पूरे वही इसके मीनिंग से ये अब बाद में भी पढ़ सकता है. I will share that document so you can easily understand. So see, assume that has been file. Why we use has been file? Has been files are used for the system binary. Okay, where variables file. Okay, so where के अंदर variable files होते हैं. In that log files is most important. After that, some etc. See, etc why we use host specific system configuration. It is a configuration file. If you want to configure the things, then we need to use by using this configuration file. Okay. So regarding the directory structure, does anyone have query? So let me know. We will resolve this query, and after that we will start the next concept. The reason behind that, see, these are the depending lecture. If you know that, so it is easily, or we can easily understand the next concept. That's why. Does anyone have query regarding that? Shall I start next bit?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got that concept? So make the lecture is interactive. So interactive lecture रहेगा तो मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा. और कुछ query है तो let me know, because depending lecture से आगे चल के कुछ problem आने से अच्छा है कि repeated पूछ के या understand करें. Okay. So next thing, just 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. The next important thing, package management system. जैसे हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था पैकेज मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. There are lots of flavors are available in. Among that, these 3 flavors are listed. Okay. So many types are listed, and these file system, these types are depending on the different types of flavor. Let's discuss. See, there are 3 different levels: Linux package manager, high level package manager, and low level package manager. We'll discuss about the high level and low level later. First of all, which Linux package manager are available in Linux operating system? We'll discuss about that. We have 3 package manager, Linux package manager, or we can also call it as LPM. LPM, Linux package management, and we have 3 options. Okay, so first one is a Deb or Debian family. We can also say that Deb or Debian family. Second one is a SUSE family, and third one is a Fedora family. So we have 3 families are available. So 1 minute. We have 3 families. First one is a F family, LPM, that depth, ABM. One is one family. Second one is a SUSE. I'm family. Yeah. So we have three LPM, Linux Package Manager, and in that Linux Package Manager, we have high-level package, high-level package HLP. We have low-level packages. अब इसके अंदर बिफोर दैट विल डिस्कस डिफरेंट फ्लेवर्स ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. सो Mac के अंदर कौन से ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम आते हैं, SUSE के अंदर कौन से आते हैं, एंड Fedora के कौन से आते हैं. So let's discuss about that. In Debian family, first flavor is Ubuntu. Later on, the second one is a Kali Linux. I think you heard about the Kali Linux. It's most powerful weapon against the ethical hacking. So ethical hacking में जितने भी होते हैं वो Kali Linux पे ही टास्क होते हैं. So Ubuntu and Kali Linux, these are the flavor of Debian family. SUSE is only Linux, or we can also say that OpenSUSE. The family. And in Fedora, we have flavors. Three flavors are available in Fedora. First one is Fedora. Second one is CentOS. Is these are the flavors. LPM, Linux Package Manager section. These three LPM are available. These are the OS. So make a note of that. ये बहुत important है कि कौन सा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कहाँ आती है. So in that we have two different options: high-level package management, and second one is a low-level package management. So what is the difference about that? We'll discuss about that. So before that, what are the points are available at high level and low level? We'll discuss about that. So if you want to install system-related information in Dev family, in SUSE family, and in Fedora family, we have apt-get in Debian family. We have Zyper in SUSE family, and we have Yum in Fedora family. And for low-level package, DPKG and RPM is available. So let's discuss by using Notepad. Let's perform that. Just 1 minute. See, so now we'll discuss about the high level. Now we'll discuss about only high level, and after that we'll discuss about the low level. Discuss high level package. So for Debian family, we need to use apt. We'll discuss how we can use. For SUSE family, we use Zyper. And for Fedora family, we will use package manager. So let's give some example. How will we use that? Example. And after example, we'll discuss what are the difference between low level and high level. So for example, assume that you need to install one application, predefined application, and the name of that application is Firefox. We all know that it is a browser. It's most important used for client server management related tasks. If any client wants to access any website, then we have an option of browser only. Okay. So you need to install any application. For example, we can say that VLC player is there, Adobe Reader is there, Microsoft Office is there, Hadoop is there. Whatever it may be, you want to install in your operating system. And how will do that by using high level package. Okay. So here I'm using the example as a Firefox is a browser. Okay. So in DevDive family, if you want to use a Firefox, then how we will use? So let's say, so make you so use a sudo. It is a mandatory. See, if you want to install anything, we need to use by using the super user. And if you want to create install by using super user, we need to use sudo. Sudo is a super user daemon. So sudo apt hyphen get install. remove करना है whatever it may be, जो भी task करना है, we need to use this method. यही method use करना है. Sudo apt-get happen install and name of that application. So for example, Firefox I want to install. This is the way by using that high level package we can able to install. By using Zyper, say sudo so सिर्फ मैं एक ही ऑपरेशन कर रहा हूँ. I want to install a Firefox into my Debian family, my SUSE family, and my Fedora family. These are the commands. Okay. So for high level package, it is mandatory to use apt-get. We cannot able to use Zyper in Debian family, or we cannot able to use apt-get in SUSE family or Fedora family. So depending on your family, package manager is given. So according to the way we are planning to perform operation on Ubuntu, so always we can use apt-get. हम कभी भी यही यूज करेंगे apt-get. But अब किसी कोई when any other student wants to perform operation on SUSE family, they can use a Zyper. Or any other Red Hat developer student or RHCS student wants to install anything on OS, Red Hat OS, CentOS OS, or Fedora OS, they can use yum instead of apt-get. Sudo yum. These are the three different ways are available to install, remove. Instead of that install, if you want to remove, then just see the instead of install, you can write remove. Okay. If you want to purge the application, you can add a purge. So install, remove, and purge like that stuff we can able to perform by using apt-get. Okay, Zyper and yum. इसमें याद कैसे रखना है? If it is a Debian family, it is mandatory to use apt-get. If it is a SUSE family, it is mandatory to use Zyper. If it is a Fedora, then it is mandatory to use yum. But where in the high level package system? Low level, we cannot able to use this system. Okay. So I will send it to so creating the notes for you. After that, we'll discuss about low level. Now we'll discuss about low level. In low level, we will use instead of apt-get, we need to use dpkg. Instead of that Zyper, we need to use rpm. लेवल पे SUSE और Fedora family RPM में ही वर्क करती है, but Dev family is working on the dpkg. That means can I able to perform operation or can I able to perform or install install application by using dpkg by using RPM? The answer is yes. Okay. Instead of this high level package, I can use dpkg. It's a low level package. It's a low level package. And instead of M as a RPM as a low level package. So can I able to perform such a type of operation? The answer is yes. So why we created or why Ubuntu is created low level and high level package? What is the difference between that? So now we'll discuss about that. That we'll discuss about the low level and high level person. Now we'll discuss about the low level and high So here we have option of high. So in that family, in high level, we have option of get. User family, we have an option of family, we have an option of get. Make a note of that low level and high level package. Linux package manager, and these are the three package managers. Now, what is the difference between low level and high level? Let's take one example, and by using that example, we'll discuss about that high level and low level. Okay. So let's take one example. So assume that you need to install one application, and the name of that application is Firefox. Okay. When we install Firefox using low level package manager system or low level system, in that case, only particular application particular application is installed. Application means what? Your application is not means uh, only that application. Okay. Dependent application नहीं install करेगा. For example, I want to install VLC player. So VLC ही download करके रखेगा. Suppose I want to install Firefox. So Firefox ही download करके रखेगा. And additional things क्या होती है? When we do it by using high level package, so let's do that high level package using Firefox to install base package with dependent install base package with dependent package means क्या है कि Firefox install करना है. I want to install a Firefox package, and for Firefox package some other application is dependent. Okay, for example, if you want to execute that application, so some other packages are also dependent on that package. Okay, so we will use a high level package. मतलब ये base package को ही install करेगा particular, or we can say that only base application is installed. So ये base को भी install करेगा और उस base application पे dependent package रहेंगे वो भी install करेगा. That's why high level package management यूज किया जाता है. For example, some application wants to install, तो यूजर को पता नहीं होता है कि वो पैकेज के ऊपर उसके डिपेंडेंट पैकेज कौन से होते हैं, तो ऑटोमेटिकली दैट पैकेज इज आल्सो इंस्टॉल. ओके, सो जस्ट आई विल शो यू द एग्जांपल, आपको समझ में आएगा. By using, say I want to install a VIM. So VIM is an editor. So हम ये इंस्टॉल करके देखते हैं. Text editor. We all know that notepad option. So similarly, in Linux operating system, if you want to perform any configuration related changes, then we need to use a VM editor. Let's install by using low level package system. After that, we will check by using the high level package system. Sudo apt-get VM. See, reading the packages, VM has not. Firefox. See, reading कर रहा है. Wait for a few seconds. यहाँ Firefox is already have. You already have that application. We'll check another application. Or just 1 minute. So the APT get installed HTTPD. HTTPD नहीं चलेगा. आप check to name of the application. See, it's showing the dependence. There's a network issue. इसलिए connect नहीं हो रहा है, but it is showing depends on Apache 2 utils. So the Apache 2 these two are the utilities where we need to install. अभी मैंने हाई लेवल पैकेज डाला था इसलिए ये यूटिलिटी के नाम दिखाई दे रहा है. अगर मैं लो लेवल पैकेज से ये इंस्टॉल करता था तो मुझे ओनली पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेशन विल बी इंस्टॉल्ड, सर्टेन एप्लीकेशन विल बी इंस्टॉल्ड, उसके डिपेंडेंसीज नहीं इंस्टॉल होगी. ओके, उसके डिपेंडेंसीज नहीं इंस्टॉल होगा. सो देयर इज एन ऑप्शन network issue related options. We need to resolve that. AWS we can able to perform that operation. So what is a network issue? I will resolve in the next session. But make a note of that. While installing and while performing operations on application with low level package, that means it will install only base application. Okay, base package, base related information will be stored or installed. But while using the high level packages, it will install the base package with dependent package. Okay, for example, Firefox install करने के लिए हमें कैमरा लगने वाला है तो कैमरा का ड्राइवर और any other things. So automatically वो Firefox क्या करेगा while installing high level package, dependent package को भी install करके रखेगा. इतना याद रखना है आपको. Okay, so majorly we are using a high level package and in that we are using a dev family or Debian family. So we will always use the apt-get. But some user or some student wants to use Fedora family. So instead of that apt-get, you can use yum repository, yum high-level package, or someone wants to use a SUSE family, then also you can use a Zycor also. Practical करके भी दिखाऊंगा. एक part of OS. So जैसे भी मेरे टाइम मिलता है तो I will install that OS and we'll do it the practical. So, to the next concept. सिंगल डायग्राम में ही पूरा डिस्कस होता है. LPM Linux package manager, Debian family, SUSE family, and Fedora family, high level package and low level package. Okay, so when we install application by using high level package, में automatically its a dependent package will be installed. Okay, उसके dependent जो package है वो automatically install हो जाएगा. There is no need to separately install that dependent package by using high level package manager system. But when we install a low level package management system, at that time only particular application or base application will be installed. In that case, low level package, no dependent package will be installed. Okay, अभी dependent package को ना user को पता नहीं होता है, they don't know about the user. Okay, at that case क्या होता है कि when a new or fresher user wants to install some application, so they are using a high level package manager system. So automatically dependent package will be installed. And expert level जो होता है, expertise होता है, we can say that Linux level, L3 L4 level manager, they are using a low level package manager system because they know that what are the dependent packages, what are the base packages, and they won't install only base packages, so they are using a low level package manager system. Okay, so make a note of that. These are the most important part. So we are
using a def family, you need to understand high level as a apt hyphen get and low level as a dp cage. Okay, if we are using a SUSE family, then Zyper is a high level and low level is as a RPM. Fedora family अगर use कर रहे हैं, M is a high level package and RPM is a low level package. Okay, so now these are the commands, command line operators, which command, where you command and locate. We will discuss about later about these commands. Now we will discuss about this weaving file commands. Now cat, pack, tell, head, touch, and file. And after that, we'll discuss about the commands, commands. Let's start by using weaving files. So we will perform one by one. Cat command, tell command, head command. ये पूरे हम one by one perform करेंगे. Okay, and after that we will discuss about the directory files. So let's start. First of all, we need to understand the definition. So see, cat, tag, head, tail, touch, and file. These are the 6 most useful command in weaving file command. So if you want to read the file, if you want to create the file, so like that stuff, if you want to perform operation, then we need to use a weaving file operation. So where I get this definition? So I get definition using command prompt. So in that case, I'm using one command called as man. Okay, man stands for manual. So let's do that. So you will get idea. See, want any definition regarding command, just type out man. Okay, MAN, man stands for manual page, and after that the name of command. बाद में आपको क्या करना है, name of command. For example, I want information regarding a cat. What are the features? What are the options are available? Just enter. So this is a user command called as a cat. See, cat, and this one is a definition of cat command. Cat command is used to concatenate files and print the standard output. अब definition match करके देखो एक बार. मैंने बताया cat is used to concatenate the files and print on the standard output. अब इंटरव्यू में ऐसे ही परफॉर्म होता है, इंटरव्यू में ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है, why we use cat. So we need to specify this answer. It is used to concatenate the files and print the standard output. Okay, so man से हम ऐसे कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, like जितने भी different commands are available. For example, cat pack. So pack is a command, and want to know about pack. So man space name of command. So here I will read the syntax. Man for example, I want to know about the head command. So man head. So why we use head, output the first part of file. And if you want to return from this, up scroll down bhi kar sakte ho. These are the different types of options are available. You can check. And if you want to remove from this, just press Q. Here is the option. Press H for help or Q for quit. Okay, press Q. तो आप return command prompt पे आ सकते हैं. Okay, so let's discuss about the definition, and after that we will perform one by one operations on these 6 weaving operations. Okay. So first of all is a cat. Cat is used to concatenate files and print on the standard output. That means majorly cat operation is used to concatenate. Okay, that means we all know that concatenate means addition operation. Okay, for example, you have you know that the concept of variable. So in that, assume that you have a variable var1 and you have another variable var2. Okay, so in var1, just I will do it by using Notepad, so you will get more idea. Let's assume that I have a data type int and called as a variable 1, and that contains a value called as a 10. I have another variable called as data type is int and called as a var2. So contains var. So concatenate means what? You need to perform concatenation of var1 plus is nothing but concatenation, and it is used for alphabets only. Okay, alphabets के लिए use किया जाता है, but in C language we can able to perform like such operations. So ये जब दोनों का addition होगा, so what will be the output? We'll get output as 1020. Okay, that means concatenate कर रहा है first variable with another variable, तो ये दोनों की addition होगी, but data type यहाँ अगर char है तो addition होगी, not for int. Okay, this one is a data type is a char. So when we perform such a type of operation in C language, that means we get output as a 1020. अगर data type इसका int रहा होता तो we'll get output as a 30. अगर data type इसका अगर int होता तो we'll get output 10 plus 20 will get output as a 30. 30 मिलता था अपने आउटपुट. सिमिलरली अब ये cat क्यों यूज करना है? assume that cat के अंदर मुझे I have two files ABC and PQR. सो ये दोनों को क्या करेगा? ऐड करेगा एंड फाइनल आउटपुट डिस्प्ले करेगा. फाइनल डेफिनेशन अंदर याद रखना है. It is used to concatenate the file and print the output. Print the on standard output. Tag same है, concatenate करता है but print in reverse order. ये reverse order के लिए यूज किया जाता है. Add output first part of files. Tell output last part of files. Touch change the timestamp and file determine the file type. Let's do it by using a practical. अब ये थोड़ा सा theoretical है इसलिए आपको नहीं समझ में आएगा. Let's first do it by using practical. So we'll do it by using cat. Cat related information if you want to check by using man and cat. So let's get concatenate files and print the standard output. Q is used to print. Okay. So now for example, so let's do that. Before that, we will work on some directory. So forget about that mkdir command. In next lecture, we'll discuss about that mkdir command. It is used to create the directory only. Okay. So just मैं एक folder create कर रहा हूँ, उसके अंदर ही task पूरे करूँगा. मैं testing के अंदर हूँ, एक folder है just, and here a pwd is command present working directory. So प्रेजेंट कह सकते हैं या प्रिंट वर्किंग डायरेक्टरी भी कह सकते हैं. उसके अंदर हूँ और इसके अंदर में मुझे टास्क परफॉर्म करना है कैट से. ओके, सो फर्स्ट कैट कमांड से हम क्या कर सकते हैं? इट इज यूज टू क्रिएट फाइल. कैट कमांड इज यूज टू क्रिएट द फाइल. लेट्स चेक आउट हाउ विल क्रिएट द फाइल. व्हाट विल बी द सिंटैक्स? सो सिंटैक्स इज सिंपल. हियर आई विल यूज कैट greater than symbol and after that file name. आफ्टर दैट आपको हिट करना है और जो भी टाइप करना है एक्चुअल में वो करना है और दैट इंफॉर्मेशन विल बी स्टोर्ड इन अ cat. Okay, let's do the example. I will create the file cat greater than symbol. Assume that my file name is input.txt. Okay, syntax match हो रहा है, check करो. Here is a cat command. After that greater than symbol and input.txt. Input.txt. Okay. So enter करना है. After that, what matter you want to insert into the text file, you can write. So here I will write hi. After that, hello. After that, how are you? I want to enter this information in cat command. Okay, in input.txt command by using cat command. After that, अब मैंने लिख लिया पूरा. अब मुझे क्लोज करना है फाइल. Then press Control D. कंट्रोल एंड डी को प्रेस करना है तो आप यहां से बाहर निकल जाओ. कंट्रोल एंड डी, कंट्रोल प्लस डी. ओके, कैट से रिमूव होने के लिए. नाउ मैंने लिख तो लिया. दैट मीन्स वी हैव सक्सेसफुली क्रिएटेड दिस फाइल input.txt. लेट्स चेक आउट. ls is nothing but list out. So here I also write list and से क्या होता है? लिस्ट आउट होता है. यहाँ देखो आप input.txt आया है. That means we have successfully created a file input.txt. So create करते समय make a note of that. We need to use single greater than symbol. Okay. Now we can able to read that. So cat से हम create भी कर सकते हैं and read भी कर सकते हैं. Let's check out cat syntax read file. Set it करना है just syntax cat and name of file. cat. Here we are not using a symbol. Cat and name of file is a input.txt. मैंने text क्या लिखा था इसके अंदर? Hi, hello, how are you? ये text ये file के अंदर आना चाहिए. Let's check out cat input.txt. Hi, hello, how are you? So that means our file is available, and with content, that information is also available. This is a simple way to create a file by using cat command. Okay. So another option will create one more file. So you will get idea. Cat greater than symbol. Here I will use xy. First of all, I will use ls. Check out only one file is available, and now I will create another file. Cat greater than xyz.txt. एंटर करना है. आफ्टर दैट आपको लिखना है am fine what about you. ये मैंने लिख लिया. यहाँ से मुझे रिमूव होना है तो आई विल प्रेस कंट्रोल डी. Now I want to read that file. So before that, just use ls command, list out xyz.txt create हुआ है या नहीं किया हुआ है. Click out that. So xyz file is created. xyz.txt file is successfully created. Now we'll read that. Read करने के लिए just cat और file का नाम चाहिए. xyz.txt. Just check out. I'm fine. What about you? Okay. So हमने file creation भी सीखा और file read करना भी सीखा. Okay. अब इसमें थोड़ा सा changes है. Okay. Had you heard about override concept? Override करना मतलब existing text remove होके ये करना new text लाना. So इसमें भी एक same concept है. See, we have two files, input.txt and xyz.txt. If you want to append the data, append data on file. For example, we have two files, input.txt and xyz.txt, and I want to append the data. Append means at the end of line you need to add something. Okay, so उसे क्या कहते हैं? Append कहते हैं. So for example, see, cat एक symbol xyz.txt. अब append करना चाहता हूँ, but क्या होता है? देखिए, cat xyz.txt, enter, and here I will write okay, no issue. ये डेटा अपेंड करना था, बट एक्चुअल होता क्या है चेक करो. और मुझे रिमूव होने के लिए मैं क्या करता हूँ? कंट्रोल वी. नाउ जस्ट cat and xyz फाइल करता हूँ. सी, got the output as okay, no issue, but earlier इसके अंदर था I am fine, what about you, तो वो रिमूव हो गया. So that means एक बार अगर फाइल क्रिएट हुआ है, whenever we created a single file, in that case, if you want to modify the content, if you want to add the content, append the content, then single get that symbol we cannot able to use. If you want to create a fresh file, then single greater than the symbol is used. If you want to update the file, append the file, then we cannot able to use single get them system. So in that case, see, first of all, I will read that input.txt file. Hi, hello, how are you? And now I'm going to append the data into that file. So let's do that. First, how we will do that? By using cat. Instead of single symbol, we need to use 2 times greater than symbol. We need to use 2 times, and after that file name input.txt. अगर ऐसा करते हो तो data will be appended. Okay, instead of single we need to use 2 times greater than symbol. पर note of that. Okay, ये आपको याद रखना है. 2 times greater than symbol यहाँ use करना पड़ेगा. Let's check out that. Now execute करेंगे, ये comment section remove कर देंगे. Okay, no issue, and press Ctrl D. Now read that file, cat input.txt. See, we get the output, hi, hello, how are you, and at the end of the data, here we listed that file. At the end of the data, we got the additional line, okay, no issue. Okay, no issue. So how it will happen? By using greater than 2 times. So make a note of that. If you want to create fresh file, we will use greater than symbol. And if you want to append the data, then we will use 2 times greater than symbol. Okay. So ये भी use होता है cat command का. और last use, if you want to read multiple line, so according to definition जो बताया था उन्होंने, it is used to concatenate the file and print a standard output. Okay. So वो perform करके देखते हैं. So we will create one more file here. Here I will write from PQR. So 3 files are created. Check out. XYZ को थोड़ा सा अपडेट करते हैं. XYZ. Here I am using a single symbol. That means जो भी डेटा है वो रिमूव हो जाएगा उसके अंदर का. XYZ. हम input.txt को भी अपडेट करते हैं समझने के लिए. राइट. Then 3 files are updated. Input PQR XYZ. That. So by using cat command, we can read multiple lines, multiple files at a time. So see cat input.txt first file, xyz.txt second file, and pqr.txt. So mainly it is used to concatenate the files. So ये तीनों फाइल को ऐड करेगा और at a time ये तीनों फाइल का आउटपुट सिंगल फाइल में आप कॉपी भी कर सकते हैं और दिखा भी सकते हैं. So just hit that. See, I am from input file, I am from XYZ file, I am from PQR. So ये इसने क्या किया है कि ये पूरा concatenate किया and afterwards it will display on the command line. So what we learn in the Linux cat command. So first created file using cat command. Save the document also. Second file create किया है. Second things updated file. Okay. Using instead of updated, here I will use a day called appended data using. हमने read भी किया है. Read single file using that read multiple files. Here multiple files. So we perform this 4 operation. ने फाइल क्रिएट किया, अपडेट किया, रीड किया. ओके, सिंगल फाइल को रीड किया और मल्टी फाइल को भी हमने रीड किया. सो दिस इज अबाउट द कैट. बट ये जो अप्रोच था ये था टॉप डाउन अप्रोच. अप्रोच था टॉप डाउन अप्रोच. सिमिलरली सी कैट नेम ऑफ कमांड एंड सेकंड नेम ऑफ कमांड इज अ टैग. अभी इसमें थोड़ा सा ऑब्जर्व आप करोगे तो इसमें एक सिमिलरिटी आपको थोड़ा सा दिखाई देगी कि ये दोनों कमांड सिमिलर ही है. सी कैट एक नाम की कमांड है और उल्टा उसका रिवर्स ऑर्डर टैग है TAC. So cat is one command and tag is also one command. Just it follows top down approach and it follows bottom up approach. मतलब क्या है कि अगर कैट से आप सिंगल फाइल क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, डेटा अपेंड कर सकते हैं, रीड कर सकते हैं या मल्टीपल फाइल रीड कर सकते हैं. सिमिलर वी कैन डू द सेम ऑपरेशन बाय यूजिंग टैग कमांड, बट इट फॉलोज बॉटम अप अप्रोच. It follows bottom up approach. Let's do that. Check out the definition of TAC command. see, concatenate and print the file in reverse order. वो टॉप डाउन ऑर्डर में प्रिंट करता था, टैग क्या करेगा, रिवर्स ऑर्डर. ये यूज नहीं होता है, बट दिस इज फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन. जस्ट आप इफ यू वांट टू रीड अ फाइल इन रिवर्स ऑर्डर तो आप ये यूज कर सकते हो. सी, आई विल रिमूव दिस. मैं आपको बताऊंगा कैसे रिमूव करते हैं इन डायरेक्टरी फाइल. सो राइट नाउ ignore that part. Now we don't have a data, so let's start. First hit I think file using a tag. So I will create tag. After that, greater than symbol. After that, input.txt file name. So see, hi, hello. Similar to cat. फाइल जैसे हम cat से create करते हैं ना, वैसे ही हम tag से भी create करेंगे. And to exit from this, use Control D. See, now we will read that file tag, and the name of file is input.txt. See, we'll get output hi hello as it is. Get output hi hello. Okay, but ये store कैसे करता है, reverse order में store करता है. Okay, so first when we use hi and hello, so it will be stored. अभी यही फाइल में अगर cat से read करता हूँ तो ये क्या करेगा, टैग रिवर्स ऑर्डर यूज करता है तो कैट टॉप डाउन ऑर्डर यूज करेगा. मतलब कैट के अंदर देखते समय हेलो टॉप डाउन में आएगा और हाई बॉटम में आएगा. लेट्स चेक आउट कैट गेट आउटपुट एज हेलो एंड हाई. इसे बेटर समझने के लिए जस्ट वी क्रिएट वन फाइल. Here I would write some file numbers. Hit that file by using tag num. So we'll get output 1 2 3 4 5. So ये रिवर्स ऑर्डर में, मतलब टॉप का नंबर बॉटम में था तो उसे टॉप में लाया, सेकंड नंबर सेकंड लास्ट था तो उसे सेकंड में लाया, थर्ड ऐसे ऐसे करके वो प्रिंट करता है. अब यही डेटा मैं अगर कैट से रीड करता हूँ सेम फाइल, we can able to read that file by using cat and tag. Okay, so see, I will create file using tag also, cat also. That I will write 6 7 8. So आपको brief idea आ जाएगी इसकी. Now we have two files. Let's check out num and num2. Now I will read that num2 file. First of all, num file. See, we get the output 1 2 3 4 5. यही फाइल मैं टैग से रीड करता, कैट से रीड करता हूँ अभी. कैट से याद रखना है, कैट टॉप डाउन अप्रोच फॉलो करता है एंड टैग रिवर्स ऑर्डर करता है. सी, कैट से क्या दिखाई दे रहा है कि टॉप का नंबर कौन सा है, 5 4 3 2 1. अब सिमिलरली अनदर फाइल हम पहले कैट से रन करते हैं, कैट num2. सी, इसके अंदर टॉप डाउन अप्रोच से ही दिखाई दिया है, कैट मतलब टॉप डाउन अप्रोच 6 7 8 9 10. ओके, अब इसे टैग से रीड करके देखते हैं, टैग num2. इसमें 10 को टॉप पे दिखाएगा. देख, ये टॉप डाउन अप्रोच है एंड दिस वन इज अ बॉटम अप अप्रोच. Okay, so similarly can I able to read two files at a time? Yes, similarly cat के अंदर हमने जैसे लिखा था तो दो फाइल रन कर सकता हूँ. Yes, you can able to execute 1 2 3 4 5 10 9 8 7. अब ये कैसे आया ये आपके ऊपर डिपेंड है, बिकॉज num2 फाइल जो था मैंने कैट से क्रिएट किया था तो इसमें टॉप डाउन अप्रोच होता है और इसमें बॉटम अप अप्रोच होता है. ओके, so multiple file भी read होता है. So make a note of that. Just that will print, okay, in a reverse order. हाँ, याद रखो tag reverse order में ही print करता है. So tag से can I able to create file? Create file. The answer is yes. You can able to create the file. So tag से can I read file? Answer is by using tag can I able to update file? or append? My answer is yes. Can I able to read multiple files using tag? Yes. जैसे कैट से ऑपरेशन मैंने किए हैं वैसे ही मैं टैग से सभी ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कर सकता हूँ. जस्ट याद क्या रखना है, कैट टॉप डाउन अप्रोच फॉलो करता है एंड टैग रिवर्स, or we can say that bottom up approach. याद रखना है. This is the everything about cat and tag. Now we'll discuss about the head command. First of all, we'll check the theory. So now tag and cat में कुछ query है क्या? Let me know before we starting a new thing, new concept. So हमने cover किया है tag and cat. Now we'll discuss about head and tail. If you have any query, let me know.
Does anyone have a query regarding cat and tag? Aniket, there?
No, sir.
Did you get the concept?
Yes.
So, if you have any query, okay, क्यों पूछ रहा हूँ कि ये तो practice करना है. I will share the document also. इसमें कुछ doubt नहीं है, practice करना है. But still, if you have any query regarding the cat and tag, let me know. Okay, तो मैं resolve कर सकता हूँ. Otherwise, you can able to perform that operation after that. कुछ query आती है तो भी पीछेगा तो भी चलेगा. Okay, so we'll start the next bit. Just give me 1 second, 1 minute. And we'll start head, L, touch, and file command. Now we'll start next bit. Head and tail command. So first of all, we'll check the definition by manual page or man command. Set screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
So let's check out about the head command. Manual page. Head. So it will specify head output the first part of file. Okay. So it will print first part of the file. So first of all, we'll create the files. So we will remove the existing files. We can able to perform the operations. See our directory. Let's check out. ls is a command which will list out ls is a command out current dir direction. The ll is long list command. We'll discuss about that command ls and ll long list क्या होता है इन दोनों. First of all, we'll create one file. By using head, we can also be able to create the file. So head symbol, and the name of file is num.txt. We'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so now check out the file is created by using ls command, list out num.txt, and when we use ll long list, so it will display some permissions. After that, who is the owner of file, who is the group owner, size, when the file is created, like that stuff. Okay, ll मतलब long list होता है detail information, and ls means just नाम होता है. Okay, so now we'll read that file ls num.txt. So we will read by using cat command. Check करते हैं उसके अंदर data है क्या नहीं. Yes, we have that data. So we already created a file by using head command. Can I able to update? My question is, can I able to update file using? The answer is yes, you can update. Okay, let's head name of file num. So if you want to update, so then I will use double capital symbol. We all know that by cat option, and update to update 11 and 12, and control T बाहर निकलने दो. Just check out. Yes, file is available. Read that file by using num cat. See, we successfully updated file 1 to 12 number. Now, why we use head command? Majorly in the configuration file, we use the head command. Okay, majorly to view the. ये इसमें बहुत important question है. Why we use head command and tail command? Use head command and tail command. It is dedicatedly, or we can say it is dedicated for dedicated use for, or we can it is used for file only. Cannot able to use this cat command, tag command, head command, tail command for directory. Okay. In yesterday's lecture, I already discussed that there are three formats are available in Linux. First directory, second link, and third one is a file. तो फाइल रिलेटेड ऑपरेशन के लिए ही हम हेड और टेल कमांड, कैट एंड टैग कमांड, टच फाइल कमांड यूज कर सकते हैं. अदर ऑपरेशंस के लिए नहीं. अब नाउ आई वांट टू रीड द num.txt file by using head command. So let's check out head.num.txt. क्या प्रिंट किया इसने 1 to 10 number, but actually when we read this file by using cat command, we get output 1 to 12 number. And when we run that command by using head, okay, by using head.num, we get 10 output only, 10 lines. That means when we use head command, will display top 10 lines only. Display top 10 lines only. Okay, जब भी हम हेड से रन करते हैं तो आपके 10 लाइंस दिखाता है. What about टेल? टेल is used to display bottom 10 lines. Let's check out tel num.txt. अब 1 to नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, but 3 से 12 तक दिखाई दे रहा है. Actually फाइल में 1 to 12 नंबर से. When we use head command, in that case we will display only 10 lines. Is it visible to all? So head command hyphen attribute n 7 lines, 6 lines. I want to check. Yes, you can check by using this command 6 lines. Similarly, we will use tell. Tell I want to check only last 2 lines. Tell hyphen n2 num command. So we can able to check. Okay, this is about head and tell command with attribute num. So what we learn in that section? Head by default display and then tell para by default it display bottom बाद में हमने attribute पढ़ा attribute hyphen and so it indicates for of syntax कैसा है इसका head and file and file name फाइल की जगह पे n2 n3 ऐसे भी ले सकते हैं और टेल के साथ की सिंबल कैसा है टेल हाइपन n2 n3 और फाइल so this is about head and tail. So up till now we learn about cat, tag, head and tail. I will discuss about touch command. Command जो होता है mainly used for 2 different purposes. So mainly जब आप man page पढ़ते हो, in that case you get the information.
Touch command, it is used for timestamp. See, if you want to change the file timestamp, then we can able to use touch command. But majorly, touch command is used. Majorly, touch command is used to create. ये भी याद रखना है empty file. Empty. Touch command is used to create the empty file. Let's check out ls. We have only one file. Touch abcd file. Check out ls. See, abcd file is created, but it is empty. It does not contain anything. Try to run that file, read that file, cat abcd. See, we don't have anything. उसके अंदर कुछ भी नहीं है. Similarly, touch command is used to create the empty file. अब ये touch command से आप single file भी create कर सकते हैं and you can able to create multiple files also. Okay. So can I able to create multiple file using cat? मेरा question है, can I able to create multiple file using cat, using tag, using head, using tag? Answer is no. Cannot able to create multiple file using the cat, tag, head, and tail. We can able to create only one file at a time. But in case, in scenario, for example, if you want to create 1,000 of file, then which command we need to use? If you want to create multiple lines, then the option is touch. So let's create. But make a note of that. It will create empty file. Okay. Touch. Yes. 2. ES3, 4. Check out whether the file is created. Yes, these 4 files are created. These all files are. Now, can I able to add the content by using touch command? The answer is no. If you want to add, then you can use head command, tail command, tag command, and cat command only. So let's check out cat, and the name of file is abcd, and here I will print only hi. Now you can read cat abcd. See. Earlier, ABCD is a file is empty. ABCD file is empty. Now we have file. Okay, we have the file. We have content of file as a hi. Okay. So similarly, touch command is used to create single file. Touch command is used to create multiple files. Also, according to definition, touch command के बारे में ना टाइम स्टैम्प के बारे में बताया, change the file terms. So now check out about that. टाइम स्टैम्प कैसे चेक करते हैं? So for that, इसके लिए आपको LL यूज करना पड़ेगा. LS से लिस्ट आउट किया है एंड LL से लॉन्ग लिस्ट किया है. अब ये फाइल के नाम से इधर है, ABCD, num, PS, PS2, PS3 एंड PS. अब थोड़ा सा लेफ्ट साइड को दिखा तो ये फाइल दिखा रहा है, ABCD फाइल क्रिएटेड एट 9:54 टाइमिंग, या नाउ टाइम इज 9:55. num फाइल 9:45 को क्रिएट किया था, 9:54 को PS, 9:54 को PS2, 9:54 को PS3, एंड these are the dates. Okay, April 25, अप्रैल का मंथ है एंड द डेट वाज 25. अब मुझे क्या करना है? टाइम स्टैम्प चेंज करना है. ओके, सो टू चेंज द टाइम स्टैम्प वी हैव ऑप्शन ऑफ -m. -m से हम टाइम स्टैम्प चेंज कर सकते हैं. चेंज करना मतलब क्या? सी, we'll change the timestamp of num.txt. What will be the time when num.txt is created? 9:45. अब इसका टाइम स्टैम्प चेंज करके मुझे क्या करना है? करंट टाइम लाना है. मतलब ये फाइल क्या का टाइम क्या दिखाना चाहिए? 9:56 दिखाना चाहिए. लेट्स डू दैट. touch -t, change the timestamp of file name num.txt. Sorry, instead of t here I am using m. ये यूज करना था, मैंने बोला था यहाँ हाइपन एम. डन. नाउ चेक आउट LL. अर्लियर num.txt का टाइम था 9:45 को क्रिएट किया था. अब चेंज करके num.txt देखो कब हुआ? 9:56. मतलब अगर ओल्डर फाइल को करंट टाइम में लाना है देन वी विल यूज -m मॉडिफाई. -m as a modify. इससे टाइम स्टैम्प चेंज होगा. ओके, सो num.txt का टाइम स्टैम्प क्या है? 9:56. ओके, नाउ विल चेंज फॉर PS4. PS4 का करंट टाइम क्या दिखा रहा है? 9:54. नाउ क्या चालू है? 9:57. लेट्स डू दैट. टच -m modify TES. LL करके देखो. PS4 का अपडेटेड टाइम 9:54 था. PS4 का अपडेटेड टाइम क्या है? 9:15. ऐसा टाइम स्टैम्प भी हम चेंज कर सकते हैं. एंड आल्सो वी कैन मॉडिफाई. अगर मुझे फाइल का डेट ही चेंज करना है, अलग देखो num.txt का टाइम क्या है? अप्रैल 25. मुझे 1990 देना है, ईयर ऑफ 990. ओके, सो लेट्स डू दैट. फॉर्मेट कैसे करना है उसका फाइल फॉर्मेट देखो बनी. टच -t. फर्स्ट आएगा ईयर, उसके बाद आएगा मंथ, उसके बाद में डेट, ओके, उसके बाद में आवर्स और उसके बाद में मिनट्स. ये फाइल फॉर्मेट है. और उसके बाद फाइल नेम. लेट्स डू दैट. टच -t. मुझे टाइम देना है इन द ईयर ऑफ 1990. मंथ देना है 03, डेट देना है 22, मतलब मार्च में आएगा 22, एंड आवर्स देना है 10:22. ओके, एंड नेम ऑफ फाइल इज num.txt. डॉट रिमूव करना है 10:22. ये फाइल फॉर्मेट है. लेट्स चेक आउट LL. num.txt when file is created March 22 in the year of 1990. The name of file is num. So टाइम स्टैम्प करने के लिए आपको दो कमांड दिए जाते हैं. एक तो -m से मॉडिफाई कर सकते हो, -t से टाइम चेंज कर सकते हो. इसका फॉर्मेट है ईयर, मंथ, डेट, आवर एंड मिनट्स. Using touch command. So majorly touch command is used to create single file or multiple files. But make a note of that touch command is always create empty file. Okay, It does not contain anything. If we want to modify the content, then we have option cat, tag, head, tail. But it creates empty command. Or if you want to create thousands of multiple commands, multiple empty commands, then we have only one option, touch. Without touch, we cannot able to create empty commands. Okay. And the last command is remaining called as a file. File command, it will describe type of file. Okay. अब टाइप में क्या हो सकता है, whether file is empty, file is ASCII value, ASCII value or something JPG format, whether the file contains some video format. So like that, ये file command से हम identify कर सकते हैं. Just list out. अब हमारे पास ना different types of files है. num file के अंदर भी content है, abcd file के अंदर भी content है, and ps, ps2, ps3, these are the empty files. Okay, let's check out first about empty files. File pas. See, it will show ps is an empty file. What about ps4? ps4 is also empty file. What about abcd file? abcd is not empty. It will show ASCII value. अब ये ASCII value अपने C लैंग्वेज में पढ़ा था. 1 MB की साइज होती है. कैपिटल A indicates 65, कैपिटल E indicates 66, स्मॉल a indicates 97, like that. So अमेरिकन स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं, इसके हिसाब से ये दिखा रहा है. अब जेपीजी फाइल देखना है तो फर्स्ट वी नीड टू डाउनलोड दैट फाइल. पहले हमें डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा. ये ऑलरेडी आई हैव डाउनलोडेड. डाउनलोड करने के लिए नेट चाहिए. जस्ट चेक आउट. नेचर images चाहिए. So file command is used to identify what type of data is. Click on that. Save that image. So we view the image. Which is visible. Now we'll save that image. Where you want to save, for example, desktop. The file name is suppose nature. Save कर दिया. Nice. Now change the directory. CD stand for change directory. अब मुझे डेस्कटॉप के पास जाना है. CD कहाँ जाना है? Data is stored in a desktop. So CD change directory desktop. ls करके check करो. We have two files, index.jpg and nature.jpg. Now we'll check the content of file. File nature. Nature.jpg. Data is jpg image data. jpg image data. Similarly, अगर आपके पास executable file है तो executable data दिखाएगा. Video format है तो video. So simply, file is a command which is used to identify what type of data is. What type of data is. Okay. So today we'll learn about the things. मैं list out करता हूँ कुछ से. First we'll learn about a cat command. About head command with option -n. After that we learn about tail command with option and. After that we learn about touch command. After that we learn about आज ही आप installation complete कर लो. So do it as early as possible, and after that you can able to perform this operation. So this is very basic operation, and make a note of that. Above all operations file only. that we can perform above operations on file only. We cannot able to perform the above operation on directory. So most important. So just 1 minute. The recording.